Good morning to our Jersey and Holstein show exhibitors. It's 8 o'clock. Our judges are in place. When our ring stewards are ready, we'll be bringing in our spring heifer calf classes. We've got our first class underway here in both rings. While our judges are starting to make their first pulls in their classes, it's certainly a very opportune time to introduce them. Over in our Holstein show ring and also judging the red and white show is Tyler Chupp from Enola, Oklahoma. Tyler is married to Becca, and they have two daughters, Reese and Tatum. Tyler works for his family's auction company and also helps with his family dairy farm where they milk a small group of show cattle and also board show heifers. In the last few years, Tyler has judged shows across 15 states, including the Guernsey Gold Showcase, Guernsey and Brown Swiss Spring Shows in Wisconsin, the Junior Wisconsin State Fair, and Illinois State Fair. Tyler and his family are certainly well known on the show circuit and always bring out a beautiful show string of multi-breed show string wherever they go. So we welcome Tyler Chupp here to Louisville to judge our Holstein and red and white shows. Over in our Jersey ring is the familiar figure of Kelly Barbie. Kelly Barbie and his wife Sherilyn reside in Concord, North Carolina. They have two adult children, Emily and Ryan. Kelly enjoys exhibiting cattle at various shows throughout North America and has had many Holstein and Jersey All-American nominations. Currently, his cattle are housed at various locations across the United States, where he is quick to give accolades to the caretakers of these animals. Kelly is currently employed by Transova Genetics as a regional business manager. Previously, he ran his farm where he owned, boarded, and developed numerous Holstein and Jersey All-American and All-Canadian nominations. Kelly buys and sells elite show-type cattle and enjoys seeing clients have success in their breeding programs in addition to the show ring. Kelly has owned and or sold many animals of all breeds that have achieved All-American or All-American nomination status, including 2 World Dairy Expo Grand Champions. He has judged many county, district, state, and state shows across the U.S., in addition to being the associate judge for the 2009 World Dairy Expo Jersey Show, the lead judge for the 2010 and 2025 World Dairy Expo Jersey Show, lead judge for the 2025 Royal Winter Fair Jersey Show, and most recently placed the 2026 National Jersey Show in Brazil. So obviously a very qualified judge over assessing in our Jersey show ring. So welcome to Kelly Barbie to the Kentucky State Fair. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Tubbs completed his placing in our first class of the day, our spring heifer calf class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 11. K-Brat Tango, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. Winning the class is entry number 9, Stuckyholm Dynamic Mia Tia, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our first heifer class of the day.
Well, good morning. It's a pleasure to be back at the Kentucky State Fair judging your Holstein show. And a really nice pair of heifers at the top of the class today. Go ahead and walk her right on out. Really nice pair of heifers at the top right here. Today I give the advantage to the young man here in first. This calf is a little more crisp all the way through, a little more angular, point of the shoulder, a little more length to the head and neck than a really strong heifer coming out here in second. Second over third, just so much more width and power all the way through, a little more capacity to that rib structure as well than our real high style calf coming out here in third. Third over fourth, just a little more comfortable on her rear legs. I prefer the way she sets them rear feet down. It doesn't quite knuckle quite as bad as the heifer in fourth. Fourth over fifth, just a little bit more length all the way through, a little more openness to that rib structure. I like to just change the way she holds them rear feet down to get her any higher, but really high style calf as well. Fifth over sixth, just a little more all the way through. Heifer is a little deeper and open, a little more length to the head and neck than our straight line calf coming out in sixth. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to our class winner in our spring calf class in the Holstein show ring. Entry number 9, Stuckyholm Dynamic Mia Tia, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 11, K-Brat Tango, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned was entry number 12, J.G. Springs Fabian Chance, exhibited by Emily Leanne and Brianna Good of J.G. Springs Dairy of Liberty, Kentucky. Fourth in the class, entry 117, Bratcher View D-Box Zoolander, exhibited by Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Fifth, entry number 5, Ms. McWilliams S.H. Chillant, exhibited by Greenlow Farm of Brownstown, Indiana. Sixth in the class, entry number 6, Ms. Kentucky Blue Lady Lisa, exhibited by Kennedy Largan of Shelbyville, Kentucky. Seventh in the class, entry number 1, Ms. Clear Springs Solomon 599, exhibited by Addison Largan and Kinsley Largan of Turner Station, Kentucky. Eighth in the class, entry number 4, K-Brat Flash Coco Ray, exhibited by Robert Leewood III of Shelbyville, Kentucky. And ninth to entry number 2, Papa Top Eye Candy Major, exhibited by Bristol Largan of Turner Station, Kentucky. And over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in his first class of the day, again the spring heifer calf class. Second in the class, entry number 9, also second Kentucky owned, KCJF Savage High Stakes, exhibited by Kitely Cord Jersey Farm of Salvisa, Kentucky. And winning the class and also first Kentucky owned is entry number 8, Cumberland's Flair Sadie, exhibited by Gibson, Flynn, and Harper of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our spring heifer calf class? There were 12 spring calves exhibited in our Jersey show ring this morning. Congratulations to our winner, entry number 8, also first Kentucky owned, Cumberland's Flair Sadie, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 9, also second Kentucky owned, KCJF Savage High Stakes, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Third in the class, entry number 20, Stuckyholm NR Brown Titanium, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. Fourth, entry number 17, KC Victorious Nikki, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, entry number 12, Ms. Triple T Hidalgo Maisie, exhibited by Addie Mitchell of Speedwell, Tennessee. Sixth, entry number 18, Ducket Chocolate Donut, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Seventh in the class, entry number 19, Bratcher View Sting Danny, exhibited by Brooke Bennett and Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Eighth in the class, entry number 6, Rock and Roll Dreammaker Cayman, exhibited by John Luke, Henry Everett, and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky. Ninth in the class, to entry number 5, Kinslow Jolyn Peaceful, exhibited by Gracie Logsden and McCoy Kinslow of Smithsgrove, Kentucky. And 10th to entry number 16, Forbros Sweet Dreams Tippy Toes, exhibited by John Luke, Henry Everett, and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our winter calf class. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Tupp has completed his placing in our winter calf class. Second in the class is entry number 16, Ms. Buckmeadow Master Roses, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And winning the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 21, Ms. Buckmeadow Major Roz, exhibited by Buckley, Carrier, and Cameron of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your comments on our winter calf class.
Well, a really nice calf to start the class with me today. Today, heifer I feel is the most balanced all the way through. Heifer is so straight in her line, and so a beautiful dairy shoulder on this heifer as well. And she walks out on the best set of feet and legs in the class as well. And she has so much more depth and openness of rib when you get behind her, especially than our really straight line calf coming in second. Second over third, just I feel she's a little more comfortable on her rear leg, especially when you get her in line. She stands a little straighter, and she has a little more width up through the rump as well, and a little cleaner up through the head and neck than our beautiful dairy shoulder heifer coming out in third. Third over fourth, just a little more heifer all the way through, a little more drop to that rear rib, a little more width to the pins as well. Fourth over fifth, really just so much cleaner, more angular all the way through. But the fourth heifer, I would like to see her track a lot nicer on the rear legs to get her any higher, but a really high style heifer as well. Fifth over sixth, just a little more width and power all the way through. Heifer that walks out more squarely on her rear legs than our white calf coming out in sixth. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winner of our winter calf class in the Holstein breed, entry number 21, also first Kentucky owned, Ms. Buckmeadow Major Roz, exhibited by Buckley, Carrier, and Cameron of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 16, Ms. Buckmeadow Master Roses, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third in the class to entry number 28, Stookie Holm Lickety Split, exhibited by Stookie Holm of Milford, Indiana. Fourth and second Kentucky owned to entry number 13, Ms. Buckmeadow M. Rosemary, exhibited by Colt and Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Fifth to entry number 17, Nothing to Lose Amaretto, exhibited by Emily Leanne and Brianna Good of J.G. Springs Dairy in Liberty, Kentucky. Sixth, entry number 14, Rocky Top BE Movin' Pia, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Seventh in the class, entry number 23, Ms. Buckmeadow MJ Rosa May, exhibited by Sophie, Stella, and Dylan Franklin of Waddy, Kentucky. Eighth in the class, entry number 15, Rocky Top BE Movin' Pez, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Ninth in the class, entry number 22, Chandler's Ms. Candy Maker, exhibited by Logan Chandler of Scottsville, Kentucky. And 10th to entry number 18, Rocky Top BE Movin' Pat, exhibited by Kaylee Kokenauer of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in our Holstein show is our fall calf class. Over in our Jersey Show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our very large winter calf class. Second in the class is entry number 39, Hill Acres Fogert Eden, exhibited by Nash and Flansburgh of Albion, New York. And winning the class is entry number 35, Chapman Kid Rock Honey, exhibited by Terrence Yoder of Montezuma, Georgia. Congratulations. Judge, your comments on our winter calves. There were 18 winter calves exhibited in our Jersey Show. Our winning entry was number 35, Chapman Kid Rock Honey, exhibited by Terrence Yoder of Montezuma, Georgia. Second in the class to entry number 39, Hill Acres Fogert Eden, exhibited by Nash Lansburg of Albion, New York. Third in the class, entry number 30, Pleasant Ridge Kid Rock Amor Fati, exhibited by Pleasant Ridge and Bull Acres of Argos, Indiana. Fourth, to entry number 45, she also was first Kentucky owned, Freedom Lane K.R. Gracie, exhibited by Spoonamore and Bratcher of Stanford, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, to entry number 33, Pleasant Ridge Kid Rock Reverie, exhibited by Ron Moser and family of Geneva, Indiana. Sixth in the class and second Kentucky owned was entry number 32, Rapid Bay Vic My Eyes Only, exhibited by Colton Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Seventh in the class, entry number 31, Villanova Joel Violet, exhibited by Josie La Follette of Charlestown, Indiana. Eighth, entry number 34, Bratcher View Chocolate Chip Vogue, exhibited by Spoonamore and Bratcher of Stanford, Kentucky. Ninth in the class to entry number 40, KCJF Chocolate Chip Devious, exhibited by Sophie Franklin of Waddy, Kentucky. And 10th in the class to entry number 37, Schultebro Kid Rock Carnival, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in our Jersey Show is our fall calf class. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chupp has completed his placing in our fall calf class. Second in the class is entry number 37, Samway Master Sequence, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. And winning the class, and also first Kentucky owned, is entry number 33, Ms. Buckmeadow B.E. Rosabelle, exhibited by Colton Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our fall calf class?
Well, here in the fall calf class, got a class that's paired for the top two very different kinds of heifers, but I give the heifer in first advantage. She's just so much longer all the way through. Heifer, when you get her in line, she holds herself behind the shoulder a lot, and the chime a lot nicer than our heifer coming out in second. Heifer in first, I just like to see just a little more extension. She has a little more extension up through the head and neck than her calf coming in second. Heifer in second is super well balanced. Heifer with a lot of width and power. Like I said, it's just not quite as clean cut as the one ahead of her, but she's so much more correct on her feet and legs, and a little more width up to that front end than our heifer coming in third. Heifer in third, I moved the head of heifer in fourth. She's just a little more balanced through that rump, a little more stands a little more comfortably on her feet and legs than our heifer coming out in fourth. Fourth, the heifer, you love her from the hips forward, beautiful dairy shoulder on the heifer. I like to just change the way she handles them rear legs and level that rump off a little bit to get her any higher. But she has so much more extension up to the head and neck, a little more length all the way through than our heifer coming out in fifth. Congratulations.
There were 11 fall calves exhibited in our Holstein show here today. Winning the class was entry number 33. She was also first Kentucky owned, Ms. Buckmeadow B.E. Rosabelle, exhibited by Colton Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 37, Samway Master Sequence, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Third in the class, entry number 32, Ms. Buckmeadow B. Roosevelt, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Fourth, entry number 30, Rocky Run Magic Tricks, exhibited by Riverbend Dairy of Unionville, Tennessee. Fifth in the class and second Kentucky owned to entry number 39, Top View B. Master Laria, exhibited by Peyton Tao of Scottsville, Kentucky. Sixth, entry number 42, J.G. Springs Azum Tempo, exhibited by Emily and Leanne Good of Liberty, Kentucky. Seventh, to entry number 36, Curvale Hulu Binge, exhibited by Ryan Atkins of Center, Kentucky. Eighth in the class to number 38, Curvale AE Black Velvet, exhibited by Greenlow Farm of Brownstown, Indiana. Ninth to entry number 43, Braxco Hanaco Sangria, exhibited by the Braxton Company, Salvisa, Kentucky. And 10th in the class, to entry number 35, Pilot Knob Hulu Peanut, exhibited by Karma Clark of Lebanon, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Holstein show is our summer yearling class. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in the summer yearling class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 46, Rocky Run Fran Aruba, exhibited by Rocky Run Farm of Greensburg, Kentucky. Winning the class is entry number 54, Butler View Master Shock, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our summer yearlings?
Well, really nice heifer to start the class today. Heifer, I feel, is the most balanced heifer all the way through. When you get them and analyze these first two heifers, I feel the first heifer just has so much more length through the head and neck, a little cleaner through the head and neck as well. And she's holds herself through that behind the shoulder, through the chine, a little bit nicer than the heifer coming out in second. Heifer in second, you do have to admire the width and power of this heifer as well, but she doesn't quite have the extension to the head and neck, not quite as clean cut and stylish all the way through as our first place heifer. But she does have more angle all the way through and a little more dairy quality than our heifer coming out in third. Heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. There's so much more width and power. A heifer has so much more openness to that rib structure, and a heifer that walks out on a really nice set of feet and legs. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winner of our summer yearling class in the Holstein Show, entry number 54, Butler View Master Shock, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 46, Rocky Run Fran Aruba, exhibited by Rocky Run Farm of Greensburg, Kentucky. Third to entry number 51, also second Kentucky owned, DB J&H Master Crispix, exhibited by Andrew Carrier and Colton Luke Buckley of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. And fourth in the class, entry number 52, exhibited by Sarah Shackelford of Waynesburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Now entering the ring in our Holstein show is our spring yearling class. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our fall calf class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 74, KGO Sting Dottie, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. And winning the class is entry number 59, Ms. Recognition Gemma, exhibited by Stanford and Bolenbacher of Argos, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge Barbie, your comments on our fall calf class. Turn our attention over to our Holstein show ring. Judge Chupp has completed his placing in our spring yearling class. Second in the class, to entry number 64, Ms. Buckmeadow M. Remy, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And winning the class is entry number 62, Stuckey Holm Unix Maui, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge Chupp, your thoughts on our spring yearlings?
Well, there's 4 heifers in this group, and the heifers all a little bit different shapes and sizes all the way down the line. But today I get the heifer in her first advantage. I feel she's the most complete heifer all the way through. Heifer, I prefer her extension up to the head and neck, the way she holds that head and neck up to the front end. Heifer's a little bit straighter in her line all the way down, a little bit more comfortable in her rear legs than the heifer coming out in second. Heifer in second, you do have to admire the dairy shoulder on this heifer. I like to just lengthen her up to that front end, that head and neck to get her in that top spot. But she is has so much more depth and openness, so much more width all the way through than our really dairy heifer coming out in third. Heifer in third over the heifer in fourth. I feel she's just a little more stylish and balanced, a little more flatness to that rump than our big tall heifer coming out in fourth. Congratulations.
There were 4 spring yearlings exhibited in our Holstein show. Our class winner was entry number 62, Stuckey Holm Unix Maui, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Second in the class, entry number 64, Ms. Buckmeadow M. Remy, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 58, Ms. Toby's Master Tootsie, exhibited by Spoonamore and Bratcher of Stanford, Kentucky. And fourth in the class, entry number 59, Greenlow H.N.F. Livy, exhibited by Greenlow Farm of Brownstown, Indiana. Now entering the ring in our Holstein show is our winter yearling class. We'll catch up in our catalog over in the Jersey show. There were 17 fall calves exhibited. Our class winner was entry number 59, Ms. Recognition Gemma, exhibited by Scott and Mandy Stanford and Lane Bolenbacher of Argos, Indiana. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned to entry number 74, KGO Sting Dottie, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned was entry number 56, KCJF Lucky Lady Vivacious, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Fourth in the class, entry number 73, BGKK Venomous Sting, exhibited by Molly Flansburgh of Albion, New York. Fifth in the class, entry number 53, Krullcrest Joel Dora, exhibited by Josie LaFollette. of Charlestown, Indiana. Sixth in the class, entry number 65, Lost Elm Gold Dust Madeline, exhibited by Caitlin and Madeline Poitras of Marysville, Ohio. Seventh to entry number 62, Little Ridge Thriller, exhibited by Grant Mitchell of Shelbyville, Kentucky. Eighth to entry number 71, Anjen Hidalgo Little Fat, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Ninth in our class was entry number 55, Cumberland's Cabot Gucci, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And 10th was entry number 67, Four Bros Sweet Dreams Skittles, exhibited by John Luke, Henry Everett, and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our summer yearling class. Over in our Holstein show ring, our judges completed his placing in our winter yearling class, our pair of winter yearlings. Second in the class, entry number 66, MD Westview Summer, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And winning the class is entry number 65, Rocky Top Avalanche Peppy, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our pair of winter yearlings?
Well, two very different kinds of heifers here today, but I give the advantage to the heifer in first. She's just so much more dairy and angular all the way through. Heifer a little bit longer from end to end. Heifer, you also feel she's a little more deeper and open in that rear rib, in her rib capacity, especially in the rear rib, over our really straight line heifer coming in second. Heifer in second, you do have to admire the straight lines and the correctness all the way through. I like to see just a little more extension up to the head and neck, a little more flat, a little more, wish she had tucked the tail down between her pins just a little bit nicer to get her in that top spot, but congratulations.
Congratulations again to the winner of our winter yearling class in the Holstein show, entry number 65, Rocky Top Avalanche Peppy, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Second in that class was entry number 66, MD Westview Summer, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Now entering the ring is our fall yearling class, just a solo entry here. Holstein exhibitors, we're going to be moving into our selection of junior champion. If you were first or second in a heifer class here this morning, those animals should be at ringside. Holstein show exhibitors, we need those calves and yearlings that were first or second in their class this morning. We'll be moving right into selection of junior champion. And over in our Holstein show ring, our solo entry in our fall yearling class, and winner is entry number 72, Kingsway Major Top Line, exhibited by Riverbend Dairy of Unionville, Tennessee. Judge, your thoughts on our fall yearling heifer?
It's a single entry in the fall yearling class, but a really nice heifer in her own right. Heifer with a lot of style and balance. A heifer with a lot of width and power. I'd like to see her calved in. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to our winning fall yearling, entry number 72, Kingsway Major Top Line, exhibited by Riverbend Dairy of Unionville, Tennessee. Now in our Holstein show ring, we'll be bringing back in those calves and heifers that were first and second in their classes here today in selection for a junior champion female of our show. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our summer yearling class. Second in the class is entry number 82, Go the Distance HD Vibrant, exhibited by Caitlin Poitras and Cole Pond of Marysville, Ohio. Winning the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 85, Schultebro Hidalgo Fay, exhibited by Kitely Core, Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your comments on our summer yearling class. There were 7 summer yearlings exhibited in our Jersey show ring. Our winner was entry number 85, also first Kentucky owned, Schulte Brothers Hidalgo Fay, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 82, Go the Distance HD Vibrant, exhibited by Caitlin Poitras and Cole Pond of Marysville, Ohio. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned was entry number 75, Casey Francis Ferrari, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fourth in the class, entry 87, Bratcher View DM Rakumi, exhibited by Spoonamore and Bratcher of Stanford, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, entry number 83, Brenby Regal Kiwi, exhibited by John Luke, Henry Everett, and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky. Sixth in the class, entry number 78, Bachelor's Spin Moonshine Forever, exhibited by Miller's Jerseys and Cade Batchelor of Oldenburg, Indiana. And seventh in the class, entry number 81, Four Hills Ghost Garden, exhibited by Tyler and Avery O'Brien of Mount Washington, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our spring yearling class. Over in our Holstein show ring, we are bringing in those animals that were first or second in our heifer show classes here this morning. They are competing for the title of junior champion of our show. There were 9 spring calves exhibited. Our winner was entry number 9, Stuckyholm Dynamic Mia Tia, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. Second in the class was entry number 11, K-Brat Tango, exhibited by Spoonamore and Bratcher of Stanford, Kentucky. There were 10 winter calves exhibited. Our class winner was entry number 21, Ms. Buckmeadow Major Roz, exhibited by Buckley, Carrier, and Cameron of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 16, Ms. Buckmeadow Master Roses, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. We had 11 fall calves. Our class winner was number 33, Ms. Buckmeadow B.E. Rosabelle, exhibited by Colt and Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 37, Samway Master Sequence, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. There were 4 spring yearlings. Our winner was entry number 62, Stuckyholm Unix Maui, exhibited by Stuckyholm Farm of Milford, Indiana. Second in the class, to entry number 64, Ms. Buckmeadow M. Remy, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. There were 2 winter yearlings. Our class winner was number 65, Rocky Top Avalanche Peppy, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Second in the class, to entry number 66, MD Westview Summer, exhibited by Clayton Green of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And in our fall yearling class, we had one entry. Our winner was number 72, Kingsway Major Topline, exhibited by Riverbend Dairy of Unionville, Tennessee. These are the heifers competing for the title of Junior Champion at our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein Show. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our spring yearling class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 96, co-star Kid Rock Champagne, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And winning the class is entry 90, Pleasant Ridge Ferdinand Catherine, exhibited by Ron Mosier and family of Geneva, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge Barbie, your comments on our spring yearling class. Congratulations to the winner of our spring yearling class in the Jersey breed. There were 4 exhibited. Entry number 90, Pleasant Ridge Ferdinand Catherine, exhibited by Ron Moser and family of Geneva, Indiana. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 96, co-star Kid Rock Champagne, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Third in the class, entry 100, also second Kentucky owned, KCJF Lucky Lady Sting Daydream, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. And fourth in the class, entry number 97, SV McGuire's Hidalgo Jewel, exhibited by Colton Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Now entering the ring is our winter yearling class in the Jersey show ring. Attention Holstein Show exhibitors, we need to have a lead out class for our Kentucky owned, Kentucky proud, Kentucky bred junior champions. So if you were first or second Kentucky bred and you want to be in contention for that, that will be the next class in the ring. This time, Judge Chupp is taking hold of the microphone. Looks like he's got his top 5 pulled out there in his selection for junior champion of our Kentucky State Fair Holstein Show. Judge, your thoughts and your selection of junior champion.
Well, I pulled out my 5 favorite heifers of the Holstein Heifer Show. A really nice group of heifers. The heifers, I pulled out my first prize March calf, first prize winter calf, first and second fall calves, and first summer yearlings. A really nice group of straight line dairy heifers, heifers with a lot of balance and width all the way. I'll go ahead and I'll tap my champions, and I'll come back and give you reasons. For me today, the winter calf, this white heifer, she just puts it all together for me. She's the most balanced calf all the way through. Heifer that walks out on the best set of feet and legs, and you analyze her, just got a beautiful dairy shoulder, beautiful dairy open rib on this heifer, and she's just a little more heifer all the way through, a little more extension up to the head and neck, a little cleaner to the, about the head and neck than our March calf for reserve. The March calf for reserve over the fall calf, she just so much more comfortable on her rear legs. She just walks, tracks out more squarely on the rear legs. And she's a heifer, a March calf with a lot of width and power as well. The fall calf, I'm gonna mention, another high style heifer. I like to just see her track a little more comfortably on the rear legs, a little more width, but to get her any higher today. But a really nice straight line dairy heifer as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the junior champion of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein Show. She's our winning winter calf, entry number 21. Ms. Buckmeadow Major Roz, exhibited by Buckley, Carrier, and Cameron of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Our reserve junior champion was our winning spring calf, entry number 9, Stuckyholm Dynamic Mia Tia, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. And our honorable mention junior champion was our winning fall calf, entry number 33, Ms. Buckmeadow B.E. Rosabelle, exhibited by Colt and Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Congratulations. Over in our Jersey Show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our winter yearling class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 111. Nash Home Vale Reveresco Valeria, exhibited by Gabriel Howard of Maeslick, Kentucky. Winning the class is entry number 117, Schulte Bros Kid Rock Chardonnay, exhibited by Noel and Tillman Peters of Danville, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our winter yearling class? Over in the Holstein show ring, Judge has a single entry in our junior best three group class. Congratulations to the winner, Rocky Top Holsteins and Brian Engel King of Speedwell, Tennessee. Judge Chupp, your comment on our group in the junior best three.
Well, just a single entry in the junior best three, but a really uniform group in their own right. Heifers, you really have to admire the depth and openness of rib. Heifers, they all got a nice dairy head and neck and clean bone all the way through. Congratulations.
And catching up with our catalog over in our Jersey show, there were 7 winter yearlings exhibited. Our class winner was entry 117, Schulte Brothers Kid Rock Chardonnay, exhibited by Noel and Tillman Peters of Danville, Illinois. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 111, Nash Home Vale Reveresco Valeria, exhibited by Gabriel Howard of Maeslick, Kentucky. Third in the class, entry 115, Bachelor's VIP Rosie, exhibited by Ron Mosier family and Cade Batchelor of Geneva, Indiana. Fourth in the class and second Kentucky owned is entry number 112, Casey Kane Carroll, exhibited by Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth, entry 113, Four Brothers Sweet Dreams Little Debbie, exhibited by John Luke Henry Everett and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky. Sixth to entry number 99, Herman Kid Rock Dottie, exhibited by Hayden Likens and Kaylee Prather of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And seventh in the class to entry 116, Glenview Magic Man Elena, exhibited by Ryan Atkins of Center, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our fall yearling class. Over in the Holstein show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our milking yearling class. Our solo entry and our class winner is entry number 80, Logston Hulu Cake Topper, exhibited by Gracie Logston of Park City, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our milking yearling?
Well, just a single entry in the milk yearling class, but a deserving winner. A cow you analyzed the memory system, got a beautiful forward attachment, love the high and wide rear udder as well, and I really admire the width of the rump of this young cow as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations once again to Logston Hulu Cake Topper, entry number 80. She's our winner in the milking yearling class and also first Kentucky owned by Gracie Logston of Park City, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in our Holstein show is our spring 2-year-old class. Attention Jersey Show exhibitors. Our fall yearlings, he's making his first pull. It's our final individual heifer class of the day. We need those animals that were first or second in our calf and heifer classes this morning to be at ringside for selection of junior champion. Attention Jersey Show exhibitors, if you were first or second here this morning, you should be at ringside preparing for junior champion. Holstein Show exhibitors, our junior 2-year-old class, our spring 2-year-old class is in the ring. Our cow classes are fairly small here this morning. We'll need those animals headed, actually all of your cows headed to ringside. Holstein Show exhibitors, our cow classes are quite small. We're on our spring 2-year-olds. We'll need all of your cows headed to ringside. And over in our Holstein Show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our spring 2-year-old class. Second in the class and second Kentucky owned is entry number 91, Jericho Acres Hulu Dolly, exhibited by Alexander Creed Coombs. And winning the class is entry number 89, also first Kentucky owned, McGee's Pride Sea Royal Lauren, exhibited by Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your comments on our pair of spring 2-year-olds.
Well, just 2 entries here, but a really quality udder on the first place cow. You have to admire the veination all the way through on this cow. A beautiful forudder attachment, and love the width and with the rear udder as well. And she just has so much more capacity and bloom to the manner system than our cow coming out here in second. Congratulations.
Once again, congratulations to the winner of our spring 2-year-old class in the Holstein Show, entry number 89. Also first Kentucky owned, McGee's Pride Sea Royal Lauren, exhibited by Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. And second in the class is entry number 91, also second Kentucky owned, Jericho Acres Hulu Dolly, exhibited by Alexander Coombs. Congratulations. Now entering the ring in our Holstein Show is our winter 2-year-old class. Over in our Jersey Show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placings in our fall yearling class. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 128, Crawlcrest Triple T KR Vanish, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And winning the class is entry number 48, Bachelor's VIP Tic Tac, exhibited by Ron Moser and family of Geneva, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge Barbie, your thoughts on our fall yearling class? There were 7 fall yearlings exhibited in our Jersey Show. Our winner was entry number 48, Bachelor's VIP TikTok, exhibited by Ron Moser family and Cade Bachelor of Geneva, Indiana. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned was entry number 128, Crawlcrest Triple T KR Vanish, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned is entry number 133, Pacific Edge MB Shelley, exhibited by Gabriel Howard of Maeslick, Kentucky. Fourth, entry number 127, Schulte Brothers Colton Crayola, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, entry number 132, Ragoa D. Brown Skydown, exhibited by Sophie Franklin of Waddy, Kentucky. Sixth, entry number 125, Kentucky Blue KN, exhibited by Jessica Largan of Turner Station, Kentucky. And seventh in the class, entry number 119, Slingshot Reagan, exhibited by Braxton and Emma Thomas of Campbellsville, Kentucky. Congratulations. Now in our Jersey show, we'll be moving into our selection of junior champion. Those heifers that were first or second in their classes here this morning. The junior champion female wins the Beechmont Farm Memorial Trophy donated by the Kentucky Jersey Cattle Club. As our contenders make their way into the Jersey Show ring, we certainly want to introduce our first and second place calves and yearlings that are competing for the title of junior champion. There were 12 spring heifer calves. Our class winner was entry number 8, Cumberland's Flair Sadie, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 9, KCJF Savage High Stakes, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. There were 18 winter calves exhibited. Our class winner was entry number 35, Shopman Kid Rock Honey, exhibited by Terrence Yoder of Montezuma, Georgia. Second in the class, entry number 39, Hill Acres Fogert Eden, exhibited by Nash and Flansburgh of Albion, New York. We had 17 fall calves. Our class winner is entry number 59, Ms. Recognition Gemma, exhibited by Scott and Mandy Stanford and Lane Bolenbacher of Argos, Indiana. Second in that class was entry number 74, KGO Sting Dottie, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. There were 7 summer yearlings. Our class winner was entry number 85, Schulte Brothers Hidalgo Fay, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 82, Go the Distance HD Vibrant, exhibited by Caitlin Poitras and Cole Pond of Marysville, Ohio. There were 4 spring yearlings. Winning the class was number 90, Pleasant Ridge Ferdinand Catherine, exhibited by Ron Mosier and family of Geneva, Indiana. Second in the class, entry number 96, Co-Star Kid Rock Champagne, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. We saw 7 winter yearlings. Our class winner was entry 117, Schulte Brothers Kid Rock Chardonnay, exhibited by Noel and Tillman Peters of Danville, Indiana. Second in the class, entry number 111, Nashholm Vale Reveresco Valeria, exhibited by Gabriel Howard of Maeslick, Kentucky. And there were 7 fall yearlings exhibited this morning. Our class winner is entry number 48, Bachelor's VIP TikTok, exhibited by the Ron Mosier family and Cade Batchelor of Geneva, Indiana. Second in the class was entry number 128, Crawlcrest Triple T KR Vanish, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Congratulations to all of our Jersey breeders on a really high quality Jersey heifer show here this morning. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our winter 2-year-old class. Second in the class is entry number 97, Rocky Top BE Master Pepper, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Winning the class and also first Kentucky owned is entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatordo of Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our winter 2-year-olds?
Really nice pair of cows at the top of the class, but I think the cow in first wins the class quite handily. A cow has so much width and power with the rump, with the front end. And then you get down to her mammary system. She wears the best udder in the class. The cow has tremendous height and width that mammary system as well. And she has so much more quality and veining all the way through in the forudder as well over our really dairy cow coming in second. Second over third, second cow has advantage. She has so much more capacity in the mammary system. She's a little higher and wider in the rear udder attachment. She's a little bit longer from end to end than a really a balanced cow coming in third. Third over fourth, just a little more balance all the way through. I feel she's has a little more width through that front end, and she holds her crease a little bit nicer than a really big cow coming in fourth. Fourth over fifth, there's so much more height and width that rear udder, a little more strength all the way through as well over our cow coming in fifth. Congratulations.
There were 5 winter 2-year-olds exhibited. Our class winner and first Kentucky owned was entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatordo of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 97, Rocky Top BE Master Pepper, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned was entry number 98, Mardell View Alpha Anna, exhibited by Emily and Brianna Good of JG Springs Dairy in Liberty, Kentucky. Fourth, entry number 99, McGee's Pride Legend Disco, exhibited by Brooke Bennett of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. And fifth in the class, entry number 96, Greenlow Analyst Sloan, exhibited by Tyler and Avery O'Brien of Mount Washington, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in the Holstein show is our fall 2-year-old class. Joe Bratcher, if you have a fall 2-year-old Holstein cow, she needs to be in the ring at this time, or please let us know if she is a scratch. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our fall 2-year-old class with our solo entry. Our winner is entry number 103, Techstein PV Patsy, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Judge, your thoughts on our fall 2-year-old?
Just a single entry in here in the fall 2-year-old class, but a really nice cow in her own right. Cow with a beautiful memory system. Love the snugness of forward. There's veining all over that memory system forward as well, and a really balanced frame. Love the width all the way through. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to our winning fall 2-year-old, entry 103, Techstein PV Patsy, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Now entering the ring in our Holstein show is our junior 3-year-old class. And over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's taken hold of my microphone. Pretty good indication he's finished his deliberations. He's pulled out a beautiful lineup of final contenders here for our title of Junior Champion of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Jersey Show. Kelly, when you're ready, we'd love to hear your thoughts of your finalists here and your selection of Junior Champion. Congratulations to the junior champion of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Jersey Show. She's our winning fall calf, entry number 59, Ms. Recognition Gemma, exhibited by Scott and Mandy Stanford and Lane Bolenbacher of Argos, Indiana. Our reserve junior champion was our winning winter calf, entry number 35, Shopman Kid Rock Honey, exhibited by Terrence Yoder of Montezuma, Georgia. And our honor mention junior champion was our winning spring calf, entry number 8, Cumberland's Flair Sadie, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge Barbie placed 72 heifers here at our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Jersey Show. Jersey Show exhibitors, we're just double checking on our junior champion for our Kentucky competition, Kentucky owned competition. If you want to just hold your place out in the warm up ring there for a second. Holstein Show exhibitors, our junior 3-year-olds are in the ring. We need your senior 3-year-olds at ringside. Holstein Show exhibitors, your senior 3-year-olds should be at ringside. Over in our Holstein Show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our junior 3-year-old class. Second in the class, first Kentucky own, and also winning the production award is entry number 107, Ms. Bratcherview D.L. Berkeley, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore, Stanford, Kentucky. Winning the class is entry number 111, Textine Unstoppable Laurel, exhibited by Stuckeyholm of Milford, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge Chupp, your thoughts on our junior 3-year-old Holstein cow class.
Won the junior 3-year-old class. A really nice cow to start the class today. It's such a beautiful dairy frame cow with a lot of dairy strength and width. And then you get down the mammary system. She has the most width to the mammary system. Most prefer the way that she has prefer the width of the mammary system over our cow coming in second. A cow in second doesn't quite have the pop to the rear udder as well, and isn't quite as long in dairy all the way through as our first place cow. But she's just a little bit cleaner and more angular than our cow coming in third. Third place cow, you really admire the balance of this cow. The cow has just been milking for a little while. Like you see her, just a little cleaner all the way to get her any higher. Congratulations.
There were 3 junior 3-year-old cows exhibited in our Holstein Show. Our winner was entry number 111, Textine Unstoppable Laurel, exhibited by Stuckeyholm of Milford, Indiana. Second in the class, first Kentucky owned, and winning the production award is entry number 107, Ms. Bratcherview D.L. Berkeley, exhibited by Hadley and Hudson Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. And third in the class, and second Kentucky owned, it's entry number 100, Appalachian Alt Alley, exhibited by Emily Leanne and Brianna Good of J.G. Springs Dairy. Congratulations. Now entering the ring is our senior 3-year-old class. Now entering the ring in our Jersey Show are those animals competing for junior champion of our Kentucky-owned competition. Attention Holstein show exhibitors. Colt Buckley in our senior 3-year-old class. We're looking for your cow for our senior 3-year-old class, or please let us know if she is a scratch. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's got his heifers lined up here for selection of junior champion of our Kentucky-owned competition. Judge? Congratulations to the junior champion of our Kentucky-owned competition. She's our winning spring calf, entry number 8, Cumberland's Flair Sadie, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs. Our reserve junior champion in our Kentucky-owned competition is our winning summer yearling, entry number 85, Schulte Brothers Hildogel Fay, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. At this time, over in our Jersey ring, we'll move into our Junior Best 3 competition, our group class. Once again, Jersey exhibitors, you can bring in your groups of Junior Best 3. Holstein show exhibitors, we will have an intermediate champion. If you were first or second in a cow class here this morning, we need those cows back at ringside to compete for intermediate champion. And over in our Jersey show ring, once again, we'll be bringing in our groups for Junior Best 3 competition. Final call in our Jersey show ring for any Junior Best 3 groups. Seeing no Junior Best 3 groups, we'll be moving right into our milking yearling class. We're moving into our milking classes here in our Jersey show. We'll, at this time, have our milking yearlings entering the show ring. And over in our Holstein show ring, judges completed his placing in our senior 3-year-old cow class. Second in the class, entry number 115, T Triple T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. And winning the class is entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our senior 3-year-olds?
In the senior 3-year-old class, a really nice cow. I started the class today. A cow with so much height and with that memory system. Got to love the volume of that rear udder as well. And the cow with the beautiful forudder attachment. And she has so much width, depth and opus rib and big square rump as well. And this beautiful dairy cow. And the cow here in second over to cow in third. I switched them in the first pool. But the cow in second, she just holding her crease so much nicer when you get her in line. And she has so much more depth and openness of rib than her cow coming out in third. Cow in third, you do have to like the height, the rear udder that just haven't quite had that clearly defined seam that you like to see. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winner of our senior 3-year-old class in the Holstein Show, entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Second in the class, entry number 115, T Triple T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. And third in the class, entry number 120, Jacob's Best, exhibited by Austin Godwin of Sequel Farms in Daleville, Indiana. Congratulations. Now entering the ring are those cows competing for intermediate champion of our Kentucky State Fair Holstein Show. And as our young Holstein cows come into the ring to compete for intermediate champion, we'd certainly like to reintroduce those to you. Our winning milking yearling was entry number 80, Logsdon Hulu Cake Topper, exhibited by Gracie Logsdon of Park City, Kentucky. Our winning spring 2-year-old was entry number 89, McGee's Pride Sea Royal Lauren, exhibited by Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Second in that class was entry number 91, Jericho Acres Hulu Dolly, exhibited by Alexander Coombs. Our winning winter 2-year-old was entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Quasitordo of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class was entry number 97, Rocky Top BE Master Pepper, exhibited by Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. Our winning fall 2-year-old was entry number 103, Techstein PV Patsy, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Our winning junior 3-year-old was entry number 111, Techstein Unstoppable Laurel, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Second in that class was entry number 107, Ms. Bratcherview D.L. Berkeley, exhibited by Hudson and Hadley Spoonamore of Stanford, Kentucky. And in our senior 3-year-old cow class, our winner was entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. Second in the class, entry number 115, T Triple T Lambda Penny, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. Congratulations to all of our Holstein breeders on a fine young cow show here this morning. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our milk and yearling class. Second in the class, to entry number 143, Miss Kid Rock Marisol, exhibited by Ryder Jersey Farm and Joe and Amanda Nash of Albion, New York. Winning the class and also first Kentucky owned is entry number 147, KCJF Lucky Lady DM High Praise, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Judge, your thoughts on our milk and yearlings? There were 6 milk and yearlings exhibited in our Jersey show. Our winner was entry number 147, also first Kentucky owned, KCJF Lucky Lady DM High Praise, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, to entry number 143, Miss Kid Rock Marisol, exhibited by Ryder Jersey Farm and Joe and Amanda Nash of Albion, New York. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned, to entry number 141, PA Lindley Hidalgo Cowgirl, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fourth in the class, to entry number 144, Diana Askin Dee, exhibited by Sophie and Ella Gibson, Elise Flynn, and Harper Adkins of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, to entry number 146, Sweet Haven Chocolatier Nicolette, exhibited by Luke McCoy of Frankfort, Kentucky. And sixth in the class, to entry number 145, Star Wisher Dexter Demi, exhibited by Hayden Likens and Kaylee Prather of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in our Jersey show is our junior 2-year-old class. We have a correction to our spring 2-year-old class here in our Holstein breed. Our winner is the same, entry number 89, McGee's Pride Sea Royal Lauren, exhibited by Joe Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. And second in that class is entry number 86, Cameron Ridge W.R. Dasher, exhibited by J.G. Springs Dairy of Liberty, Kentucky. And with that corrected, Judge Chupp has got his lineup out here, ready for selection of intermediate champion of our Holstein show. First, he's going to talk about our junior 2-year-old class, and then we'll pull out our lineup here for intermediate champion.
Well, we had a little confusion in the junior 2-year-old class, so we had to add a cow to the group today. But I'm going to stick with my original class winner in that class, cow. I feel just a little more dairy and angular all the way through, a little more quality of that mammary system, a little more height and width to the rear udder than our cow in second. Cow in second over to cow in third, just a little more pop and bloom to that mammary system as well, a little more openness to that rib structure than our cow in third. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to our first and second place cow in our spring 2-year-old class. Now we'll turn our judge loose to pull out his final lineup here for a selection of intermediate champion. And at this time, Judge Chupp is grabbing the microphone. He's got his final four pulled out in front of us for our selection of intermediate champion of our Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. Judge?
Well, a really nice group of young cows here today, and I pulled out my four favorite four cows. I really have to admire all the dairy quality of these cows, a lot of openness and openness to the rib structure, and cows with beautiful mammary systems as well. And I'll go out, I'll tap my champion reserve, and I'll mention, come back and give you reasons. for me today, whenever you analyze these two cows, my winter 2-year-old and my senior 2-year-old, I think the winter 2-year-old is a little more moderate all the way through. She's a little more moderate in her frame. She's a little more comfortable on her feet and legs. You get in front of her and analyze her front legs. She tracks so much straighter with more width up to the front end. And then you get down the mammary system. She wears a beautiful mammary system in her own right, and she's a little more level on her udder floor than our senior 3-year-old for reserve. The senior 3-year-old for reserve, a cow, you have to really admire the depth and openness of the rib of this cow. A cow with a tremendous rear udder as well. Beautiful dairy shoulder on this cow. And she has so much more capacity, the rear udder, than our really balanced cow coming for, Alma mentioned, the first prize junior 3-year-old for Alma mentioned. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the intermediate champion of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. She's our winning winter 2-year-old. Entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatorto of Salvisa, Kentucky. Our reserve intermediate champion was our winning senior 3-year-old, entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. And our honorable mention intermediate champion was our winning junior 3-year-old, entry number 111, Techstein Unstoppable Laurel, exhibited by Gavin Steinberger of Milford, Indiana. Congratulations. Over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our junior 2-year-old class. Winning the second in the class is entry number 158, also second Kentucky-owned, KCJF Lucky Feelin' Dreamy, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Winning the class and also first Kentucky-owned is entry number 162, KCJF Lucky Lady Dreams Vision, also exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge Barbie, your comments on our junior 2-year-old class. Over in our Holstein show ring, judges selected his Kentucky-owned intermediate champion. Our Kentucky-owned intermediate champion will be our winning winter 2-year-old, entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatorto of Salvisa, Kentucky. And our reserve intermediate champion in our Kentucky-owned competition will be our winning milking yearling, entry number 80, Logsdon Hulu Cake Topper, exhibited by Gracie Logsdon of Park City, Kentucky. Congratulations. Catching up in our Jersey catalog, there were 8 Jersey junior 2-year-olds exhibited. Our winner was entry number 162, also first Kentucky owned, KCJF Lucky Lady Dreams Vision, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class and second Kentucky owned is entry number 158, KCJF Lucky Feelin' Dreamy, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Third in the class, entry number 154, High Points LLF Video Live Stream, exhibited by Caitlin and Madeline Poitras in Lily's Lane Farm of Marysville, Ohio. Fourth in the class, entry number 160, High Life Metallica Glitter, exhibited by Ron Moser and Trevor Stevens of Geneva, Indiana. Fifth in the class, entry number 151, Iroquois K-Rock Baby Rain, exhibited by Colt and Luke Buckley and Andrew Carrier of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Sixth in the class, entry number 150, Baker's Fashion Elsa, exhibited by Margaret, Evelyn, and Anna Wicker of Milroy, Indiana. Seventh, entry number 165, Co-Star Choco Make It Rain, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And eighth in the class, entry number 149, Weaver Ridge Oliver Thunder, exhibited by Xavier Clark of Lebanon, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our senior 2-year-old class. Over in our Holstein show ring, class entering the ring is our 4-year-old cow class. Over in our Holstein show, Judge Chups completed his placings in our 4-year-old class. Second in the class, first Kentucky owned and winning the production award is entry number 130, Lakeshore Moment Lemonade, exhibited by Brooke Bennett of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Winning the class is entry number 129, Maple Slope Lambda Barbie, exhibited by J.D. and Beck Wicker and Sheldon Thomas of Middlebury, Indiana. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our pair of 4-year-olds?
In the 4-year-old class, the cow I have here in first, I feel she's just the most balanced cow all the way through. A cow I really admire. I prefer the size and scale. It's not quite as big and as big as the second cow. And she's also more full and equal and uniform in the rear quarters than our big tall cow coming out in the second. The second cow, you do have to admire the length all the way through, the dairy quality of this cow, and the veining on that udder, but she's just not quite as level and equal in the rear quarters as the cow in first. Congratulations.
Congratulations once again to the winner of our 4-year-old cow class in the Holstein Show, entry number 129, Maple Slope Lambda Barbie, exhibited by J.D. and Beck Wicker and Sheldon Thomas of Middlebury, Indiana. Second in the class, first Kentucky owned, and winning the production award is entry number 130, Lakeshore Moment Lemonade, exhibited by Brooke Bennett, Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Congratulations. And over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our senior 2-year-old class. Second in the class, entry number 178, BJ Lover Boys Lover, exhibited by Trey Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. She's also our first Kentucky-owned animal in the class. Winning the class is entry number 175, U Fashion Million Mary, exhibited by TJ Classic, Todd Unkefer, and Allison and Lane Francis of Greenville, Ohio. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our senior 2-year-olds?
A nice class of senior 2-year-olds. Cow was starting out with second calf, fresh about 6 days. Just so open, so dairy. Such a fantastic udder. She's so high and light. Her rear's back and face. Really snow forward back on this cow. She's advanced. So much dairy. A little deeper, a little more open in that rear.
And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chups completed his placing in our age cow class. Our solo entries and winners, entry number 136, Textine Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Judge, your thoughts on our age cow?
Just a single entry in the Holstein age cow class, but a deserving winner in her own right. Cow with a beautiful dairy frame. Love the dairy and angular shoulder on this cow, and I love the openness of rib. And a cow with a lot of quality, that memory system as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to the winner of our age cow class in our Holstein show, entry number 136, Textine Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. Now entering the ring is our lifetime production cow class in the Holstein show. Catching up with our catalog here in the Jersey show, there were 6 senior 2-year-olds exhibited. Our class winner was entry number 175, U Fashion Million Mary, exhibited by TJ Classic, Todd Unkefer, and Allison and Lane Francis of Greenville, Ohio. Second in the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 178, BJ Lover Boys Lover, exhibited by Trey Bratcher, Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Third in the class and second Kentucky owned is entry number 169, Johnson 5 KX Rose, exhibited by Trey Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Fourth in the class was entry number 167, Schulte Brothers Tequila Frozen, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth to number 171, Rock and Roll Billy Joel, exhibited by John, Luke, Henry, Everett, and Boone Miller of Baghdad, Kentucky, and sixth in the class, entry number 101, McWilliams Nuance Crackle, exhibited by Hayden Likens of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our junior 3-year-old class. And over in the Holstein show, Judge Chups completed his placing in our Lifetime Production Cow class. Our solo entry and winner is entry number 144. She's our first Kentucky-owned and also our Production Award winner, Forever Farms Batty, exhibited by McCoy Kinslow and Gracie Logsden of Smiths Grove, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge Chup, your thoughts on our production cow?
Well, just another single entry, but a really nice cow in her own right. Cow's had 5 calves and been milking for a little while, but really, cow, you really admire the dairy strength of this cow. Cow was like the depth of heart, and then you get behind her and you have to really admire the height and width of that mare system as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to the winner of our production cow class in our Holstein show, entry number 144, Forever Farms Batty. She's also first Kentucky-owned and won the production award, owned by McCoy Kinslow and Gracie Logsden of Smiths Grove, Kentucky. And at this time in our Holstein show, we'll bring in those animals competing for senior champion of our show. Those are the cows that were first and second in our older cow classes here this morning. Our winning 4-year-old cow is entry number 129, Maple Slope Lambda Barbie, exhibited by J.D. and Beck Wicker and Sheldon Thomas of Middlebury, Indiana. Second in our 4-year-old class was entry number 130, Lakeshore Moment Lemonade, exhibited by Brooke Bennett. Our winning age cow was entry number 136, Techstein Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckey Holm of Milford, Indiana. And our winning production cow was entry number 144, Forever Farms Batty, exhibited by McCoy Kinslow and Gracie Logsden of Smiths Grove, Kentucky. These are the 4 cows competing for your title of senior champion of our Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. Attention to our Jersey show exhibitors. Guess there was a little confusion about our junior best 3 females class. Typically that follows our heifer show, but sounds like there was a little misunderstanding. So we will be having our junior best 3 class at the end of the show along with the rest of the groups. So if you have a junior best 3 group that you would like to exhibit, that will be happening at the end of our show with the rest of the group classes. And over in our Holstein show ring, Judge Chupp has his 4 cows lined up out here, contention for senior champion of our show. Judge, your thoughts on your selection of senior champion?
We got our four senior cows back out here for senior champion of the Holstein show, and four nice quality cows, dairy cows all the way down the line, cows with a nice memory system as well. I'll go out and I'll tap my champions and come back and give you reasons. For me today, this aged cow, just the most complete cow all the way through. Cow, when you analyze the frame on this cow, just such a beautiful dairy open rib. Love the shoulder on this cow. Big square rump on this cow as well. And really, when you get down to it, I give her the advantage in the mammary system. So much more snug in the foreudder attachment and more nearly level on her udder floor than our production cow for reserve. The production cow over the 4-year-old, for honorable mention, just a little more width and power up through that front end, a little more width of chest for, and just give her advantage of having a couple more calves than our really nice balanced cow, 4-year-old, for honorable mention. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the senior champion of our Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. She's our winning age cow, entry number 136, Textine Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckeyholm of Milford, Indiana. Our reserve senior champion is our winning production cow, entry number 144, Forever Farms Batty, exhibited by McCoy Kinslow and Gracie Logsden of Smiths Grove, Kentucky. And our honorable mention senior champion is our winning 4-year-old cow, entry number 129, Maple Slope Lambda Barbie, exhibited by J.D. and Beck Wicker and Sheldon Thomas of Middlebury, Indiana. Over in our Jersey show, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our junior 3-year-old cow class. Second in the class, second Kentucky owned and winning the production award is entry number 185, KCJF Colton Curious, exhibited by Kitely Core, Salvisa, Kentucky. And winning the class and first Kentucky owned is entry number 181, Kilgus Reckless Whisper, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge Barbie, your thoughts on our junior 3-year-olds? There were 6 junior 3-year-olds exhibited in our Jersey show. Our class winner and first Kentucky owned was entry number 181, Kilgus Reckless Whisper, exhibited by Kitely Core, Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, second Kentucky owned and winning the production award was entry number 185, KCJF Colton Curious, exhibited by Kitely Core of Salvisa, Kentucky. Third in the class, entry number 190, Stuckeyholm VIP Toxic, exhibited by Stuckeyholm of Milford, Indiana. Fourth, to entry 187, TJ Unfashioned Kid Rock Maddie, exhibited by TJ Classic, Unfashioned Allison and Lane Francis of Greenville, Ohio. Fifth in the class, entry number 188, Butlerview Heath's Angel, exhibited by Lauren Wooldridge and Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. And sixth in the class, entry number 186, Sweet Haven Victorious Ariana, exhibited by Luke McCoy of Frankfort, Kentucky. Now entering the ring in our Jersey show is our senior 3-year-old class. And over in our Holstein show, we're bringing in those animals competing for grand champion of the 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. We'll recognize those cows once again. Our intermediate champion was our winning winter 2-year-old. Entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Ultimate Core, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatordo of Salvisa, Kentucky. And our reserve intermediate champion was our winning senior 3-year-old, entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. They're competing against our senior champion cows, just named. Our senior champion, once again, was our winning age cow, entry number 136, Textine Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckyholm of Milford, Indiana. And our reserve senior champion cow was our winning lifetime production cow, entry number 144, Jeremy and Kelsey Kinslow of Smiths Grove, Kentucky, exhibiting Forever Farms Batty. These are the 4 cows competing for grand champion of your 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. And at this time, Judge Chupp has grabbed the microphone. He's got his final 4 out here in contention for grand champion cow of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein show. Tyler, your thoughts and your selection of our grand champion.
Well, we got our intermediate and senior champion cows back out here, 4 really nice cows, all on their own right. I've already talked about them quite a bit. I'll go out and I'll tap my champions. I'll come back and I'll give you reasons. For me today, I'm going to stick with my pair of intermediate champions. When you analyze the rear udders on these 2 pair of cows, they have so much more width at the top of the rear udder than our age cow for honorable mention. Like I said, for intermediate, the 2-year-old over the 3-year-old, she's just a little more width up to that front end. She's tracked so much straighter and nicer in the front legs. She's a little more level on her udder floor than our big tall cow, big dairy cow for reserve. The 3-year-old over the age cow, just like I said, has so much more height at the top of the rear udder. A little more snugness, a little more veining all the way as well on the four-udder than is over our age cow. Taking nothing away from our age cow, for I mentioned, really beautiful dairy cow in her own right. Congratulations, 3 really nice cows.
Congratulations to the grand champion of our 2026 Kentucky State Fair Holstein Show. She's our intermediate champion, our winning winter 2-year-old, entry number 95, McWilliams Master Get It, exhibited by Alta Maycor, Briley Tucker, and Louis Casatordo of Salvisa, Kentucky. Our reserve grand champion was our reserve intermediate champion, our winning senior 3-year-old, entry number 121, Del Creek Crash My Party, exhibited by Addison Lordy of Albion, Indiana. And our honorable mention cow was our senior champion, our winning age cow, entry number 136, Techstein Hard Rock Haley, exhibited by Stuckeyholm of Milford, Indiana. Congratulations. Our grand champion cow of the open show will also be grand of our Kentucky-owned competition. And our reserve grand champion Kentucky-owned will be our winning production cow, entry number 144, Forever Farms Batty, exhibited by McCoy Kinslow and Gracie Logsden of Smithsgrove, Kentucky. Congratulations to those Kentucky-owned champions. And over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Barbie's completed his placing in our senior 3-year-old cow class. Second in the class, to entry number 199, Pleasant Ridge Kid Rock Ella, exhibited by Ronnie Moser and family of Geneva, Indiana. Winning the class, first Kentucky-owned, and also winning the production award is entry number 203, KCJF Lucky Lady Keep the Faith, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Congratulations. Judge, your comments on our senior 3-year-olds. There were 6 senior 3-year-olds exhibited in our Jersey show ring. Our class winner was entry 203. She was also first Kentucky-owned and won the production award. KCJF Lucky Lady Keep the Faith, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 199, Pleasant Ridge Kid Rock Ella, exhibited by Ron Moser and family of Geneva, Indiana. Third in the class, to entry 198, KCJF Lucky Lady Dream Pleaser, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Fourth, to entry 194, Miss Felicidad Venture, exhibited by Elise Carpenter of Russell Springs, Kentucky. Fifth in the class, to entry 197, Egging Choco Chip B, exhibited by Lane Nisley of Montezuma, Georgia. And sixth in the class, to entry 202, Kilgus Colton Rory, exhibited by Miller Jerseys of Oldenburg, Indiana. Now entering the ring in the Jersey Show are those cows competing for intermediate champion. These were all cows that were first or second in our young cow classes here this morning. As we're winding towards the end of our Holstein show here, we'd like to announce that our Herdsmanship Award winner for our Kentucky State Fair Holstein show is congratulations to Rocky Top and Brian Engelking of Speedwell, Tennessee. They'll be our Herdsmanship winner. And as our beautiful young Jersey cows come into the ring, we'd certainly want to reintroduce all of these cows that were first or second in our younger cow classes here this morning. These are the animals and owners competing for intermediate champion of our Kentucky State Fair Jersey Show. There were 6 milking yearlings. Our class winner was entry number 147, KCJF Lucky Lady DM High Praise, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 143, Miss Kid Rock Marisol, exhibited by Ryder Jersey Farm and Joe and Amanda Nash of Albion, New York. There were 8 junior 2-year-olds. Our class winner was entry number 162, KCJF Lucky Lady Dreams Vision, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in that class was entry number 158, KCJF Lucky Feelin' Dreamy, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba of Salvisa, Kentucky. There were 6 senior 2-year-olds. Our class winner was entry 175, U Fashion Million Mary, exhibited by TJ Classic, Todd Unkiefer, and Allison and Lane Francis of Greenville, Ohio. Second in the class, entry number 178, BJ Loverboy's Lover, exhibited by Trey Bratcher of Crab Orchard, Kentucky. We saw 6 junior 3-year-olds. Winning the class was entry 181, Kilgus Reckless Whisper, exhibited by Kitely Kaur of Salvisa, Kentucky. Second in the class, entry number 185, KCJF Colton Curious, also exhibited by Kitely Kaur of Salvisa, Kentucky. And in our senior 3-year-old class, we saw 6 senior 3-year-olds. Our winner was entry number 203, KCJF Lucky Lady Keep the Faith, exhibited by Kitely Kaur and Borba. Second in the class, entry number 199, Pleasant Ridge Kid Rock Ella, exhibited by Ronnie Mosier and family of Geneva, Indiana. Congratulations to all of our Jersey breeders. Tremendous young cow show here this morning. And over in our Holstein show ring, we wrapped it up with our Produce a Dam group class. 2 groups, both from Rocky Top Holsteins, and Brian Engel King, first and second in the class. So congratulations to that. And that is a wrap for our Holstein show. Thanks to our judge, Tyler Chupp from Manola, Oklahoma, for coming up here and evaluating our